There's a conversation happening in living rooms you will never be invited to.
Rich people know something you do not.
The money advice you were given was never designed to make you rich.
This old advice was designed to keep people comfortable and obedient.
This is how the system works. It was designed to keep people predictable, trapped in the cycle, while others are elevated.
Today, that stops. The Master himself will now bestow upon you the 7 sacred rules of success.
I'm handing you 7 rules that self-made millionaires actually live by, but rarely say out loud, because if everyone followed them, the system would break.
These are the real rules.
Rule number 1 alone will make you question everything you think you know about money.
Rule number 7. This rule separates people who stay broke from people who build generational wealth.
Before we start, you need to understand something.
You were not taught how money actually works. Not in school, and not by accident either.
Having completed their education, the graduates move efficiently into the workforce, ensuring the continued success of the system. Schools teach you how to be a good employee, showing up on time and following instructions and waiting for a paycheck.
Nobody sat you down to explain how the wealthy actually think.
You grew up believing money was about working harder and surviving, saving nickels and hoping for the best.
This curriculum, you see, was designed by individuals who never actually achieved wealth themselves.
The scale perfectly illustrates the flawed belief. Adding more small efforts won't fix a fundamentally unbalanced system. Somewhere out there, someone your exact age is building real wealth right now.
The only difference between you and them is information.
The only difference, you see, is information. Information is the key difference between wealth and struggle. Let's fix that right now. Now that you have the tools, let's look at the first rule of wealth building.
A bigger paycheck will not save you.
You have been told that if you just earned more, everything would fix itself.
Look around at how the money just flows right through.
A diploma might bring prestige, but it doesn't guarantee peace of mind. Freedom comes when your largest assets, like your home, are completely paid off. Income alone does not create wealth.
Income is not wealth, but just water flowing into a bucket. If your bucket has holes in it from lifestyle creep and impulse spending, it does not matter how much water you pour in. Big income does not mean big wealth, and often means big spending, big stress, and big traps.
The 3 holes: creep, impulse, and deserve. Rich people obsess over the holes before they obsess over the flow.
Doctors making $300,000 a year are drowning in debt, while others making $50,000 own their homes free and clear and sleep peacefully at night.
Remember, you have to fix the leaks in your finances before you can successfully increase the flow of wealth.
Before you ask, how do I make more money? Ask, where is my current money actually going? Rich people obsess over the holes before they obsess over the flow.
To track every dollar for the next 7 days, not to judge yourself, but just to see the truth. Most people are terrified of this step because the truth is uncomfortable. But discomfort is the price of clarity.
Rule 2 sounds simple, but almost nobody actually does it.
Clarity is the price of wealth.
This is the trap. The money comes in and it feels like freedom, but without a plan, it's gone just as fast, leaving you exposed.
They're taking my money! Help!
Most people live like this, with paycheck coming in and bills getting paid and groceries getting bought and whatever is left if anything gets saved.
Rich people flip the order entirely, with money moved away first before anything else.
Here's how I do it. I take my paycheck, put a portion in savings, and the rest covers my bills. Easy. It is not a willpower problem, but a psychology problem.
We need to reverse the system that keeps you broke. It's time to pay yourself first.
If the money is sitting in your checking account, your brain will invent a reason to use it.
This internal conflict is agonizing, but it is vital to resist the temptation.
By paying yourself first, you leverage behavioral psychology. This simple.
You will always find a way to spend what is available to you.
You will not miss what you never see!
Within a year, you will not even remember life without it, as Stickman Bob smiles with satisfaction at his automated system. Remove the choice and set up an automatic transfer the day your paycheck lands, even if it is just 10%.
You were taught all debt is bad, but that is not true, and rich people know it.
Within 5 years, that habit alone could be worth more than any raise you will ever get.
As you can see, there are two types of debt. Good debt can help you build wealth over time, while bad debt is expensive and offers no lasting value. Bad debt is money you borrow to buy things that lose value the second you own them, including credit cards for things you cannot afford and car loans that trap you for years.
Buy now, pay later apps eating you alive one purchase at a time.
Good debt is money you borrow to buy something that makes you more money than it costs, including a mortgage on a property that appreciates. A loan for a business generates income, and an investment in a skill raises your earning power. The wealthy use debt as a tool to build, while most people use debt as a bandage to survive. The wealthy are not debt-free, but they use debt differently.
Is this debt going to make me money, or is it going to make someone else money off of me?
If the answer is the second one, you should walk away. Before you borrow a single dollar, you need to ask yourself one question. Recognizing the need for change is the first step. To truly grow, you must ensure your circle reflects the person you aspire to be.
Remember the saying that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with.
Remember the importance of walking away from debt that does not build wealth.
Rich people engineer their lives around this principle.
Think about the conversations happening in your circle right now. Are they moving you forward?
Is this me?
Is anyone talking about investing or building something or books and ideas and opportunities, or is the conversation mostly about complaining and gossiping and watching other people's lives online?
Your environment is quietly programming your beliefs about what is possible.
This does not mean abandon your friends and family, but it means be intentional. If everyone around you believes wealth is for other people, and you will absorb that belief without even noticing.
We encourage you to read the books they read and ask the questions you are embarrassed to ask.
To seek out one person who is doing better than you financially and get close enough to learn how they think.
Your bank account will start to look like the average of the rooms you sit in.
Here is one of the biggest traps that keeps hardworking people broke forever, which is buying luxury with income instead of buying luxury with assets.
Choose your rooms carefully, as Stickman Bob demonstrates the power of surrounding yourself with the right people.
While Bob on the left chose instant gratification, spending his coin on a flashy car and a huge liability, the Bob on the right focused on the asset builder. That the average person gets a raise and immediately upgrades their car and their apartment, their lifestyle. While steady growth provides security, Bob is trapped in an endless cycle. A raise quickly turns into luxury purchases, leaving him broke again and again.
Only once the asset is generating enough income does the luxury purchase happen.
The wealthy buy luxuries with their money's labor, instead of their own labor.
Broke people buy luxuries with their labor, and rich people buy luxuries with their money's labor.
It is a small mental shift, but it is the single biggest reason some people escape the paycheck cycle and others do not, no matter how much they earn. Rich people are almost paranoid about protecting their time, because money can be lost and made again, but time cannot.
When wealthy people get extra money, it goes toward buying things that produce more money, including stocks, real estate, a business index fund.
Every single wealthy person eventually reaches a point where they would trade a huge chunk of their money just to get back years they wasted. Patience. The wealthy obsess over starting early not because they are geniuses, but because they understand compounding, where money invested
If you are watching this and thinking you will start when you make more money, you should stop.
Someone who starts investing small amounts at 25 will almost always end up wealthier than someone who starts investing large amounts at 45.
Thought is costing you more than you realize, and you should start today with whatever you have, even if it is small.
Count matters far less than the moment you begin. The gold cascade continues to flow, representing the power of starting now.
Now comes the rule almost nobody talks about, which separates people who look rich from people who actually are rich.
Most of the people flexing the hardest online are the ones drowning in debt behind the scenes.
Real wealth is quiet, and you have been trained by social media to believe that success looks like a certain car. The truly wealthy, with real lasting financial freedom, often look completely ordinary. They drive normal cars and live in modest homes relative to their net worth. They do not need to announce anything because their bank account is already speaking a language other people cannot hear. This is the hardest rule to follow because it goes against everything your instincts crave, including attention, validation, and the need to prove something.
The moment you stop trying to look rich is the moment you can actually start becoming rich.
Every dollar you are not spending trying to impress people who do not care about you is a dollar working silently, growing, quietly, building the life you actually want. Don't try to look rich. Actually become rich. This is the path to true contentment and peace. The real secret rich people do not tell you is that it was never really a secret, and it was right in front of you the entire time, with the information being free.
Here they are, 7 rules and simple to understand, but almost nobody actually applies them.
What is rare is not the knowledge, but the discipline to actually use it while everyone else scrolls past and forgets by tomorrow.
You have a choice to make right now in this exact moment to close this video and go back to exactly the same financial habits you had yesterday.
Or to automating one transfer, tracking 1 week of spending, reading 1 book, and having 1 honest conversation with someone doing better than you.
Small, boring, consistent decisions repeated for years are the actual formula behind every fortune you have ever admired.
There is no secret shortcut waiting for you around the corner, and there is only the version of you that starts today and the version of you that keeps waiting.
Start today.
If this helped you see money differently, you should hit subscribe because next time they will break down exactly how to build your first $10,000 from nothing, step by step. I will see you in the next.